I'm Marty Schwartz from GuitarJams.com. I'm going to teach you a little blues guitar right now, and what I wanted to show you in this little module was a signature style of one of the greatest blues guitar players of all time, and also one of the greatest blues entertainers and showmen, B.B. King. There's this little device, I like to call it the B.B. box. I've heard other guitar teachers refer to that as well, and it's that sweeter sound that you hear him do a lot. You know, like this kind of thing. So I'm going to show you this little BB box, and it's great because if you're an advanced guitar player, you can just run with these ideas. And if you're a beginner, you can kind of start to understand how some of this stuff works. You know, it's not as frightening as it seems. So hang tight, we're going to zoom in on the guitar and the hands, and hope you have fun, hope you learned something. Alright, here we go. So I chose the key of A for this little module here. And when I'm learning to solo, or when I'm teaching soloing, I always like to emphasize where the roots are. And if we're in the key of A, then the root is the note A. And we like to kind of visualize the licks and where they fit around the different roots on the neck. And that's how I learned, and that's how I teach it. So this little BB box, if we're in the key of A, it kind of revolves around the root on the B string. And where that would be for the key of A is the 10th fret on the B string right here. And here's our little box. It's just 10 to 12 on the B and 10 to 12 on the high E. So I like this little, here's some ideas in this box. And so what I did was I just bent the 12th fret on the B string up a whole step. And he's doing all different variations of that idea. Now what I want to do is I want to show you something on the G string. It is kind of important. It's the 9th fret and the 11th fret. Those are the two spots for the major pentatonic in the key of A right here. So it's a half step off from the B string. But you can do this kind of thing. With your middle finger you can slide from 10 to 11 on, it's just a lead-in slide, from 10 to 11 on the G string. Or even, if you wanted, you could do 9 to 11. One slide, and then two picks on the 10th fret of the B. Okay, what I just did there was I went back to the 11 on the G after I hit twice on the B, like. So watch. One more time here. So then we'd have. Then we're going to go 12th fret on the B, two bends up. I did a lot of other stuff, right? But that's how you learn how to do it. You learn these little devices, and you just go with it, and you develop variations off the one device. So, and you know, that's what I just did right there. So, check this out. We've got... But the sweetest thing, and he did it a lot, and not just, I mean, you know, this is all blues guitar in general, but we were kind of talking about B.B. King, so we can go the 12th fret on the high E, the cool thing about this one is you can bend it a whole step, just remember our licks, like I said a little earlier, is knowing where that root is, because your little phrases are going to resolve off that root. In other words, the phrases feel complete when you end it on the root. Like, see that? What I was going to say though about the 12th fret on the high E's, you can bend it a whole step, or you can bend it all the way, a whole step and a half step, which is called a minor third. You can bend it up to that pitch. Or, so if you bend it the whole step, it's kind of sweet. If you bend it a whole step and a half step, it gets a little grittier, a little more minor. So basically all I did was I dealt with, and then also a whole step bend, or a whole step and a half step together, and I'm just going right back to that B string resolution. And a thing BB did a lot, and you saw me do it when I was demoing it, is go to the root on the high E and slide it down. And you can just throw that in any time. And that's the 17th fret. It's the A note. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use that box, and you can just see how those little ideas I gave you can be modified and altered and reversed and double timed and repeated, and you know, create motifs off of them. So here we go. See that? So I was just using this little device I learned, and then boom, what did I do? I went to my home row power zone minor pentatonic scale that I know better than anything else. Just to drive it home. Alright? So we learn these tiny little devices, and the more you learn and the more you try them out, then you're left with an arsenal. Alright, I hope you had fun with that signature style there. I hope you can employ it into your arsenal and bag of tricks that you have already. Once again, I'm Marty from GuitarJams.com, and hope to see you real soon.